Just a few miles northwest of Seward is the most accessible glacier in Alaska, Exit Glacier.
Napa Auto Parts is proud to present Napa's Inside Alaska.
Exit Glacier is part of Kenai Fjords National Park, and it's the only part of the park you can drive to.
Exit Glacier, one of the major features of it, it's one of the more accessible glaciers in Alaska, one of the few that you can actually drive up to and then have a very short hike to the glacier itself.
From mile 3 on the Seward Highway, take Exit Glacier Road. This curvy 8.5-mile road leading to the park offers your first glimpse of this beautiful glacier.
We typically tell people it'll take 6 to 8 hours to climb up to the Harding ice field, which is almost an 8-mile round trip. And when you're up there, it's at 3,600 plus feet elevation. But you're walking parallel to the Exit Glacier to where it joins the Harding ice field, the big collecting basin of ice. And once you're at the top, it's just ice everywhere you look. When we look at the Harding ice field, one of the reasons our park was created because it is the largest ice field in the U.S. It's about 700 square miles of ice when you count the more than 38 glaciers that flow from it.
The Harding ice field is a giant bowl of ice reaching nearly a mile deep. Now, it receives a whopping 33 feet of snow annually, but even at that, its glaciers are retreating.
Up until 1815, this glacier had been growing, and since then it's mostly been retreating. And so we have markers that show where the glacier was at different years. Our park was created in 1980, and since then we've had definitely more precise measurements and now use GPS coordinates to help map where our glacier is from year to year. We are shrinking at Exit Glacier in every way, in length, width, and elevation as well. We've come up with an average figure of 42 inches a year the last, almost half century. Annually, 42 inches a year, we're melting back. And really the glacier, as it spills out from the collecting basin, the Harding ice field, it really is moving forward 10 inches a day. So we would be anticipating at 10 inches a day, it would be growing, over 300 feet. Instead, it's melting back about 4 feet a year. So there's a big loss. When you go up the Harding ice field trail, you'll have a great chance of seeing mountain goats a little closer, as well as black bears and even brown bears still this time of the year. But it's not unusual to see a black bear even on these lower trails, and we really had no bad interactions. So we're hoping to keep it that way with people exhibiting good bear behavior and respecting the bears.
With just a couple of hours, a car, and some comfortable walking shoes, Exit Glacier can give a different perspective on your trip to Seward.